T here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets. Okay. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Meditate and contemplate. The new moon in Pisces that we just had. Okay. What's been happening? Reflecting. I'm hearing, ooh, paying attention to your dreams. Chasing after your dreams. Pay attention. Okay. Pay attention to the dreams that you're having, or pay attention to the dreams you've been having. But I really feel like, show the world the real you. This is more like, less about like actual dreams, like you go to sleep and you have dreams, right? But like your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, right? Which you've been really wanting to meet. I feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone and kind of like really dedicating yourself, showing the world the real you, really bringing up, realizing that you are good enough for this, right? Bringing love to the situation and realizing that you are good enough to chase down your dreams, that you deserve that 100%. Wow. Okay. Spirit's really talking. Let's get into it. Right out the bat. Yeah, you realize you had the strength. I feel like before, right? You might have been. There might have been. Oh, okay. I think here with this 3 of Cups, I don't always get that, but I'm hearing indulging. You might have been indulging in lack mindsets or things that in situations or in people or in relationships or in habits and things that were around you in your life, okay, that were kind of like feeding into this, just kind of keeping you trapped, keeping you small kind of energy, right? And it was making you reject or self-sabotage these blessings that you were, wow, you see how that popped back up, right? These blessings that you were being given. It was like these limiting beliefs that were in your mind, and I really feel like you're having the strength to overcome those, right? Because you're seeing like, no, I'm strength. I am good enough. I am strength. Okay. Okay. Look, Queen of Pinnacles, businesswoman. Okay, yeah. So definitely feel like you are really learning how to really step out of this comfort zone and really stepping into like this North Node, which is like your purpose in this lifetime, right? Wow. Okay. Okay. What's this energy? Look, Queen of Wands, really stepping into that confident I am strength, right? Like I am. Period. Okay. Right? That's so funny that that's like one side and one side, right? There definitely could be some Leo energy happening here, okay? Some of you might have a North Node in Leo, or I'm hearing like a Sun or an Ascending in Leo, okay? Have faith in your dreams and meditate and contemplate. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about that. Have faith in your dreams. Yeah, learning these lessons, learning that it's important to stick to your guns. It's important to have these, and to dedicate yourself to it. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Look, some of these limiting beliefs that you were having, 2 of Cups, were really about love, or really around love, what you deserved, who you deserve to be with, right? I really feel like this new moon in Pisces is helping you, right? Because the new moon in Pisces was a lot about, in our reading that we talked about, our collective reading, check that out if you haven't, okay? Here on the channel, it was about releasing fear, right? Releasing your fears and stepping away from those. And I really feel like a lot of you have been facing your fears and stepping away from that issue around being in a relationship, around rejecting healing relationships, and bringing in old relationships that kind of like fed into that lack mentality or that rejection mindset, okay? Feeling trapped in this rejection cycle in relationships is what I feel like that was really healing for you, right? Because there's a brand new cycle coming in here, right? Look, 6 of Cups, right? This definitely, also with this, it could have definitely happened in your childhood, or could have been something that's been around you for a long time. Okay? Wow. Let's get more into it here about this 9 of Wands, these lessons that Spirit, oh my God, those. Learning hard lessons, what I'm hearing, right? Being that wounded warrior, learning these hard lessons, going through hardships, in love. I'm hearing false love, like really stepping away. Look. I got played. Stepping away from this I got played. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups in this I got played energy. Falling for players, okay? Emperor, feeling like you couldn't walk away, or you feel lost. Some of you might have been really dealing with some codependency around father figures in your life. Look at this. Loving and learning relationship. Wow. Learning how to walk away from relationships that aren't, some of you could have had issues, like with your father, abandonment issues around like your father that made you chase after emotionally unavailable people. We talk about that on the channel, you know? Queen of Wands in reverse. It might have made you kind of be like, man, I don't need nobody. Fuck them, kind of energy, right? Kind of gave you that energy. You had to learn how to get out of that. Also, with the queen, just with the more traditional reading of the Queen of Swords in reverse, also, right? Not having those healthy boundaries, right? Being too quick, right? Not having those healthy boundaries, attaching yourself to people who were going to end up rejecting you, which really just enforce that, you know what, I don't even need you anyway kind of energy, right? Right? That was a prison that you were stuck in. Four of Wands in reverse, right? It was this instability that you were stuck in that was keeping you from being an actual, like, loving, happy, relationships. Damn. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse, or sorry, Ace of Swords in reverse. It's a truth that you didn't want to face. Wait, slow down, right? Wait, too much, slow down, right? You had to learn how to do that. You had to learn how to face that. Look, what left the spread, the strength and the right and the right and honorable way, right? Having the strength to choose the right and honorable way to handle yourself, right? Not saying that, that you were like just for the streets or something like that, but right, to be on guard against these people who are not gonna, to pay attention to the red flags, to pay attention to the warning signs of people who are clearly not really for you, right? I'm really getting like abandonment, a big like abandonment issue thing. Yeah, and just continuously getting played by people. And also, I also just heard like you played yourself, right? We got to be honest about that, right? Sometimes we're playing ourselves. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Sun in reverse, choosing situations that you know aren't going to make you as happy as you could be, right? Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, right? Breakdown. It's like choosing things we're going to reinforce that. Yeah, this is literally like somebody that has like all men are dogs and then choosing over and over and over again to get in those like really terrible relationships. And then that just reinforces all men are dogs kind of energy, right? Or women are just for the streets and then, picking people over and over and over again who are for the streets. And that just reinforces all people are that way. All relationships are this way. Yes, you were being weighed down by this. Nine of Swords. Well, Nine of Swords in reverse. Dang. Also rejection. I'm really getting like the rejection issue obviously here with the four of cups. Yeah, that you needed to be on guard for that. Right? You needed to learn how to defend yourself against these rejection. Two of Cups. Yeah. Also, some of you running away. Queen of Cups in reverse, right? Off of this head. Being like, I want him. Choosing people that it's like choosing, knowing, being honest with yourself and being like, yeah, I was choosing relationships with people who showed me, right? Doesn't matter what they told me, but they showed me with their actions. They were not for me. They weren't for me. Okay. They weren't for you, that they weren't there. They didn't have your back. They weren't being loyal to you. They didn't value you. They didn't see the value in you and you were just reaffirming that with the people you were choosing, right? You were doing yourself, the Two of Cups, look, that Two of Cups, but Justice in reverse, right? You're doing yourself a disservice, which kept you in this kind of like heart closed down energy. Damn. Okay, well, Spirit just keeps. Let's keep going. North Node. Let's talk about this North Node energy here. Okay. Wait, what? Spirit wants me. Spirit said, I know that these came first, but they want me to clarify these. Okay. So let's step into this. New Moon in Aquarius, bring love to the situation. Oh, look how quick that came out. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. right? It's changing. You brought love into the situation. You saw that worth inside of yourself, and now you are attracted. Now it's much more like I know, like I have love for myself. I have this worth inside myself. You are good enough. You see it. No, Six of Swords. I'm a walk away from anybody that treats me like that, right? Right? No, I don't got time for that. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. You know, to relieve relieve that thing in your mind that made you keep thinking that you weren't worth being with somebody who really appreciated you, right? I really feel like this is some issues from your childhood. Yes, abandonment. Look at that. Golly. Right? You had to go inside, right? You had this tower moment where you were like, nah, right? Right? You had all this abandonment issues, and from whether or not it's from your childhood, from past relationships, wherever it came from, right? Or from your past lives, all kind of stuff, right? Where it could come from, right? You felt that. You had to really go inside, and when you started going inside and you started looking at yourself, you was like, damn, like, I need to heal this. Because it's what's causing all these issues in my life, right? We always talk about that, right? Other people are 100% accountable. Did they have to choose to treat you that way? Absolutely not. Did you deserve to be treated that way? Absolutely not. But you stayed, right? And it's not until we decide to see that worth in ourselves that we say, no, F this. I deserve something so much better. Sorry, my hair deserved to be fluffed. Look at that. Yes. Right. I'm gonna move on. Queen of Wands. Oh, man, F that. I deserve so much more. God loves me. God teaching you these lessons. Right? Source teaching you these lessons. Your spirit guide teaching you these lessons. Right? You deserve so much more. So look on elsewhere. Move on and look on elsewhere. People don't want to get you what you deserve. F that. You know? And you gotta be that inside yourself. You gotta be like, I don't deserve this. Stop waiting around for people who don't see your worth to suddenly see your worth. No. Give your energy to people who see it without you having to fight for it. And see it in yourself. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, death. Do something now, right? You had to do something to change up this energy because it was staying too stagnant. You weren't ending these cycles. Excuse me, sir, get down. Hey. Sorry, excuse me just 1 second. Right? See how my cat wasn't listening to me? I was like, excuse me, like you need to listen to me. Right? No, it was stagnant, it was holding you down. You didn't have, so do something now. Right? You had to learn how to defend yourself against the stagnant energy, around this energy of, just staying, these limiting beliefs that you didn't deserve more, or that you couldn't have more, or there wasn't better out there. Nah. You are good enough. 6 of Cups. Yeah, you were struggling. 10 of Wands. This was a burden, a heavy ass burden. It's been on you for a long time, right? For a lot of you, this is around childhood. And then you had the King of Wands. You had to get determined and successful. You know what? I'm going to do what I need to do to defend myself, to jump up, to take my life where it needs to be. Like, period. Forget that. Okay, and start making smart choices. Because 5 of Pentacles. It was just making things worse. This energy inside of you was just making things worse, which is exactly why you had to go inside and do this work to have this tower moment. Okay, we're just flying through this. North Node, stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm hearing going out, going on dates, going out there, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body. Seeing that inside yourself already. Like I was saying, This is something that you're really holding on to. Empress. You had to get into this Empress, right? This Empress energy. You had to be like, no, I value myself. I love myself. I know who I am. And I know I don't need to deal with this BS, right? I know I don't have to deal with this. F this. Also, with this 4 of Pentacles here, it's like protecting. The 4 of Pentacles can also be about protecting, right? Protecting yourself and protecting, right? This comfort zone could be something that holds you back, right? But it's also about, on the other side of it, about protecting your energy, right? Protecting your energy and giving it to those who really deserve it. Protecting your energy. Queen of Pentacles, right? holding on to those desires, still keeping, right, throughout all these struggles, still saying, no, I know that I can have a real love. I know that it can be real. I know that I can have these dreams. I know that this is part of my purpose to bring something different, right? To show the world who I really am, who is this Queen of Pentacles, who is this Empress, right? You have this gift of love. I hear really strong love to bring to this world. Or, yeah, just like really just big, beautiful, abundant love energy here. Yeah, I'm hearing that like when you really like bust out onto the scene, like when you really get there, you're gonna have a lot of old people that had their chance with you, being like, damn, I missed my chance. Like, damn, I should have appreciated that person when I had them. And just in general, I'm not saying that you have to go through some kind of physical glow up or like, but it's just like when you start going through this process and stepping into yourself, that's when you, in doing that, you are forgiving, you are letting go, you are moving on from the past, right? And in doing that, when you do that, people from your past can get that, can get the karmic lesson of, wow, I really should have treated that person better, because they can feel that you letting it go and you not carrying that energy on you anymore, right? Yeah, and you just didn't see, right? So be careful about, yeah, about all these burdens here, Ten of Wands again, right? That you're holding. Oh my gosh. High Priestess is really standing out to me. Yeah, you had haters in the past, right? But I really feel like you're right. Your star, you're healing that. Justice, you're bringing yourself justice. Queen of Cups, you're keeping that Queen of Cups energy, right? You're riding that Queen of Cup energy inside of you, right? Yeah, I'm hearing that line from Megan Thee Stallion. Anybody from my past that's still beefing with me is beefing by themselves. Like, no, like I don't care. Like I'm that's not exactly the line. That's paraphrasing, but like you're just like, whatever. I'm moving on. I'm letting that shit go, right? You're realizing that, you know, that pain, that this place, that this struggle here was your comfort zone, right? And it's time to bring something new, right? Because these illusions that you had about this, right? And I really feel like it was really big feelings of worth, right? You were too in your head, King of Swords. You were too in your head, and that was giving you all these struggles, right? There was illusions here that was blocking you from being able to see the truth of who you are and showing who you really were, feeling comfortable to show that and to be that, right? But there is a new cycle coming here, right? Yeah, you're moving on, Chariot. There was these illusions, these blocks were caused by all of this fake love, by all this falseness that you had in your past, right? You know, I'm also hearing karmic energies, or like karmic relationships that you were, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's like it's what you saw, so you emulated it, right? These toxic or karmic relationships, it's what you saw in your childhood, it's what you saw around people, around in relationships around you, so you emulated it back because you thought it was normal. Like you normalized this, right? Again, with this comfort zone, like you normalized this pain, you normalized this struggle, right? Oh, it's normal to struggle in relationships. It's normal to struggle to find somebody to be. It's normal to, you know, to deal with this, or it's normal to think less of yourself, or it's normal to have all the, well, yeah, you know, like everybody has insecurities, but you had told yourself for a long time that it was normal for people to treat you that way, and it wasn't. It might have been normal, but that didn't make it okay. It might have been the usual, but that doesn't make it normal, right? That doesn't make it what you should be dealing with. Show the world the real you. I'm hearing Empress. Yeah. 8 of Cups. Yeah. You're like, forget that. I'm walking away. Yeah, I'm going inside, hermit mode. Tower. Having this tower moment. Again, finding my truth. Finding out who I really am. Finding the truth and grounding the truth into reality, right? It might have taken you a long time to finally get this, right? To really, like you knew it, but to really get it, to have it embed inside you, and to really put it into practical, you know, to really put it to work, right? To really put it to the test in your life, right? Because we all know, on the surface, we all know that we should have self-worth, that we should love ourselves, that we should get out of karmic relationships, right? But it's a lot easier to say than it is to actually put it into practice, right? But it took this moment, it took these tower moments, it took this for you to really accept this truth and really find it and really ground it into your reality. Ace of Pentacles, right? It's a gift, a beautiful brand new beginning, right? It might have been slow coming, but here it comes. Oh my gosh, look, right? Nine of Pentacles, having this relief, not being codependent on that kind of like chasing after energy anymore, right? Letting it come to you. That's Empress energy, right? Finding the truth, having the judgment, finally finding, really seeing the who you really are, and really showing that, and instead of seeing yourself as what other people have projected on you to be, you see yourself as who you really are, right? Lovers. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of having a beautiful soulmate or a high vibrational loving connection that is about more than just physicality, or that is about more than just having you on my arm, that is about more than just running or chasing after you or being about the drama, whatever it is, right? I deserve this truth. I deserve this. It's a choice, right? You came to the realization that you had to choose better for yourself, right? 21 21 down on the clock. Victory. Right? And you've put yourself in this. Oh my gosh, look at this. So you put yourself in this situation, and now you are hangman in reverse, getting stuck out of this, getting unstuck out of the situation. You had to put yourself and see things from a different perspective, right? Karmic cycles and whatnot you went through, and now you finally you're coming out of that. You're like, you know what, let me cut myself down from this tree because I see it. I've gotten that enlightenment, right? The hangman is about putting yourself or seeing something from a different perspective so you can have the enlightenment that you need to have about it, right? You're coming out of this. You've already gotten the alignment. You're coming out of this, and look, Emperor. You're either turning into this Emperor, or you're, drawing this Emperor energy into you. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going. I'll say, okay, clink, clink. Celebrationes. Okay. Four Pinnacles here. Wow. Yeah, it's this feeling of I can't win. Right? Whew. Ooh. Page of Wands. News. Keep an open mind. I feel like that whatever it was, you were holding on to this, right? Keep an open mind. No, that real love is out there. No, relationships don't have to be toxic. No, you are worthy of this. That was something that you were leaving behind, right? That was something that you weren't keeping an open mind about it. You were holding on to all this karmic BS from your past, right? Holding on to it. And in that way, you thought you were protecting yourself by being this Queen of Cups in reverse, by being this Queen of, by having that sword up, swinging it around. Get away, get away. Nobody gets my cup because nobody, you learned how to get rid of that, how to let go of it. Yes. You finally learn, right? Using your talents and your gifts. The world. Again. Right? This is a brand new cycle. Using your talents, using your gifts, using your intuition, your spirituality to move beyond this, right? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, Seven of Pentacles in the upright. They said, we switching this around. Fruits of your labor, you're finally seeing it, right? Now that you see your worth, now that you know your worth, now that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're seeing this, right? You're getting this incoming of good, positive relationships, right? Now that you're feeding yourself and you're giving that love to yourself, you see that coming back to you in different ways in this world, right? Wow. Okay. Right? Love that. Okay, I'm still gonna come back and say, well, you want me to do it now? No, they want me to do it later. Okay. Right? Show the world the real you here, right? With the world, this new cycle and Eight of Cups. Walking away. Oh, no, I'm gonna switch it. Okay. These people can't even see it. They said you can though. Okay. Eight of Cups. Judgment, yeah. Judgment is being called on these people on the situations from your past, the situations that you put yourself on in the past. Like, no, get out of here. With this death in reverse, right? think about the traditional like picture on the judgment card where it's like Gabriel born the horn to like wake people up out of their dead, right? You had to go through this death transformation. It was a transformation that you were not allowing yourself to make, right? And now you finally are going through it, and now you're being like reborn, like reawakened from this death process, right? Being reborn anew. Four of Cups, but in a different way. Look, did I not say this was about false love, right? You have what you need, right? You have what you need to know that you do not deserve this false love, right? You had everything inside of you the whole time to know that you did not deserve being with that false love, right? You were everything, right? Show the world the real you. You had everything. Bring love to the situation, right? Wait. Yeah. Bring love to the situation. Bring love to yourself. What did I just knock down on the floor? I'm not sure. It was the look. I dropped down on the floor, right? What's leaving the spread now? That Queen of Cups in reverse. Right? This false love. This BS. I am worthy. I am deserving, right? Who's the real me? I am deserving of real love. I am deserving of this, right? I am worth more than all these people who would just try to take advantage of all the love out of my nice, my heart that I have, right? I deserve more. I don't need to turn cold. I just need to learn who I need to give my heart to and who I don't, right? Six of Cups in reverse, growing up. Letting go, right? Six of Cups in the reverse is about letting go of old things that have gone past their natural cycle. This is their natural cycle, right? Things are coming to their natural end, right? World card. New cycles. Man. I think Spirit just wants me to read this. Like, for some of you, if you are interested in men, feeling like you can't win with men, or you can't, I feel like you're also seeing, like, it's a new cycle, it's a new enlightenment for you. It's the same way you showed me if the sky was pink and white. Yes. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's the song that's playing in the background. But yeah. It's the same way you showed me. Right? Nah. Yeah. You want to act like that? No. No. I see who you are now. Right? Feeling like you can't win, or you can't get a good, or like there's not a good man to get out there. Right? You can't let this, you can't let some of those bad apples make you feel like all men are shit. Because if you feel like all men are shit, then guess what? You're only going to attract shit men. Or if you actually like attract a man that is not that, you are going to be constantly picking or constantly looking for something to go wrong, constantly waiting for, let me go through your phone, let me do this, I don't trust it, right? Seeing red flags where there are none. Things are cloudy. Look, I knew things are cloudy. Like, you're like, two of wands in reverse. I don't see it, These secrets are coming out. It's a new cycle. The world is also about cycles ending, which is feeling like you can't win with the men that you were attracting, because you couldn't win with the men that you were attracting in the past, or with the partners that you were attracting in the past, right? Or the man that you were being in the past. I must learn more. Exactly. Nine of Wands. You had to learn what? What? Nine of Wands. You had to learn this lesson. Starting off here. I learned this lesson. Nine of Wands. Wow. About this false love. It was false love. There was nothing wrong with you, Owen, besides the fact that you were chasing after this false love. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Right? You showed me love, glory from above. Yes. 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 Forget that. Forget this stuck ass energy that you were in the past, right? It's all downhill from here. It's all downhill from here, right? You had to go up and learn that harsh ass lesson, and now it's like, hey, now you get to enjoy, right? The coast. Some of you might be moving close to the ocean, or you might live close to the ocean. Look, okay. They're like, come on, keep moving on. Okay, right? What were these illusions? Right, the moon card in reverse, right? I forgot that the moon card came out down here. These were those illusions, right? These were those blocks. These were those things that were keeping you cloudy, right? Was that devil. There's somebody, this man or this woman or these people I'm going to be in a relationship with are always going to be trying to take something from me. They're always going to be, I can't trust them. I can't be with them, right? That could have been something you heard, from a hurt parent, or it could, like I said, it could be something from past relationships. You could have been in a relationship with this devil energy like this, right? Or you could have just seen that, like I said, you could have seen a lot of cheating in relationships, a lot of people deciding to stay in relationships that were very karmic, that they should have broke out of, but they chose to stay in anyway, And so you could have really had this thing going on in the back of your head where you were like, this is all relationships are. Right? Those were the illusions that were blocking your way. Right? They were keeping you cloudy with that Two of Wands in reverse, right? The moon. You want to talk more? Yes. Yes. Right? Justice is coming in here, though, right? An injustice was done to you in the past. That's why you felt this way. But you're bringing in justice for yourself now, right? Things are being balanced. Things are being righted. Illusions, delusions that you had, limiting beliefs that you had around this had to be addressed. Eight of Wands. You got all these new opportunities coming in now. Two of Swords. Yeah, I'm just hearing blocking off your heart, like keeping your heart blocked off. The Hermit, right? Yeah, that's why you had to go inside. The Hermit, right? That's why you had these tower moments. You were actually keeping this match from coming in by having this block, by being like, no, 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 right? It's always got to be some F shit with men. It's always got to be some F shit. It's always got to be for the street, or whatever you were always telling yourself in your mind, right? I'm hearing that for some of you, you dealt with a parent who was really heartbroken by the opposite sex, or by the people they were in relationships with, and they really kind of like put that on you a lot, that you needed to be if you needed to be overly defensive against other people, or that they were always lying, that they only ever have one thing in mind, and that's all they ever see you as being good for. Yeah, definitely could have been your mother. Let's not play about this, okay? But you had to get in this. Yes, look, you were but this energy right here kept you from getting in the Empress mode. Look at that, right? Yeah, it kept you more like on the karmic side. But you had to get in this Empress energy, right? You had to learn how to get in this Empress energy. You had to learn how to not reject that Queen of Cups energy, because you had a King of Cups out there that was trying to come to you. But you were a Queen of Cups in reverse. You were keeping your heart cut off from it. Two of Cups in reverse. Too different to work. Exactly. Two, you didn't match. We have to admit that the people that we draw into our life, there is something about them that is within us. That's why you attract what you are. So because you had this energy, I'm not trying to just completely blame you, but a part of it is waking up to the fact that, taking accountability for, I had this men ain't shit or women ain't shit energy. So that's why I only attracted ain't shit men, right? Or ain't shit women, that we're just because what your expectations are is what you're going to receive. So if you change your expectations, you can receive something else. Exactly. Small risk, small gain. Yeah, I really feel like because there is a King of Cups energy that you're really supposed to come into contact with, but you had to go through these lessons so that you could match that energy with them. Ooh, Four of Wands. Look at that. Right? For some of you, this is definitely like a strong soulmate energy, or, just like I said, like resonate. You have to be resonating on something different and really face this fear that you had around love so that you could bring this energy into you. Right? Peace, happy home. Peace. Let's bring that peace energy to yourself around being in relationships. A relationship is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be peaceful. That doesn't mean there's not hard times, but you're not supposed to constantly fight to be in a relationship with somebody. That's how you find victory. That's how you find love. That's how you get that victory in love. Yeah, a lot of you, exactly. A lot of you are being held down by your past and dead end 10 of Cups in reverse relationships, okay? Or unhappy marriages. And that's ending. The world, that's ending. Wow. Right? But it's your choice. You had to choose, right? You had to choose to step out of that comfort zone, right? And the pain and the struggle was your comfort zone. But when you choose to step out of it, Emperor, when you choose to step into that Empress energy, right? And you face your codependency and you face all these issues, Emperor, right? Or you step more into a balance between your Emperor energy, right? Maybe because you heard this, you rejected that energy even inside of yourself. Well, you had to balance that out inside of you, right? As well. High Priestess, right? The good long talks with your higher self, right? And with God. Hello, Hierophant, right? Those good long talks with yourself. And I really feel like too, like this king, not only is this King of Cups, like you're a Queen of Cups, King of Cups, they're an Emperor, you're an Empress, you're a High Priestess, they're a Hierophant, or switch it, swatch it as it goes for you. Switch it, swap it. Switch it, swatch it. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, right? Both of you have gone through these really deep lessons as well, right? This person is like your match on so many different levels. I really feel like in the past you dealt with a lot of people who are really greedy. Yeah. Yeah. You're really moving on to the past. Moving on from the past, right? Which here, this 10 of Pentacles, right, is really representing for me like you breaking old karmic cycles that were passed down to you, through your family. Breaking those generational curses or generate toxic mentalities that are passed down, generational toxic mentalities, right? Moving on, right? Moving on from the past and setting up a legacy, generational wealth of I choose love, I choose myself. I'm not choosing these karmic relationships to be in anymore, right? Yeah, my life doesn't have to be this struggle. I don't have to either, I don't have to choose either, you know, being in some karmic relationship that I just stay in because I would rather not be alone, or traditionally that's what you do. You just stay with somebody even though they're a karmic, or even though they're not, they're abusive, or, they don't take care of you, or they're whatever it is, right? Or you turn into some old Spencer who rejects love forever and never does anything, and never refuses to be in a relationship because you won't refuse to learn your own lessons. You won't refuse to forgive, and you refuse to move on and heal and allow another relationship to come into your life, right? Breaking those kind of generational cycles. And you might be like, that sounds like so and so. That sounds like, my grandparents. That sounds like my parents. That sounds like this. That sounds like my uncle, my aunt. That sounds like some of my friends and other people around me. Like, ooh, right? That's the generational mentality you're breaking out of. Queen of Wands, right? Wow. Wow, girl, you were so everything. You got to learn how to do that. good business, right? To invest, Page of Pentacles, to invest in the right mentality, to invest in the right mindset, to invest in what is going to be the right legacy to pass on. Yeah, it's taking a long shot. What left? The spread. Oh, spread told me not to pick it up. Okay, I know it was some. It was some arcana, some major arcana. Quick action. Yeah. And I saw that lies and deceit. I really feel like you were just, you know, you were just learning how to let go. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles, the right and honorable way and taking advantage. Kind of balancing that out, right? That's what I'm getting from that. Balancing out. Taking advantage of the situation, or, hey, excuse me, doing things the right and honorable way. Hey. Yeah. I feel like you're working on it. No, you're building up to it. Yeah. Yeah. And I think you're realizing that taking so long, you know, like it's like, oh, I chose a lot of relationships, or I chose to base myself on a lot of limiting beliefs that really just made things worse over time, right? And now I feel like you're choosing something different, something new for yourself. Well, this was a beautiful reading. I'm so proud of you, right? Wow. I really feel like a lot of this was brought on by this, well, obviously the work that you're also doing too, but also this new moon in Pisces that we just had. And I feel like that's the kind of realizations that you've been coming through post this new moon energy. Wow. Okay. What else do you want me to do, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Spirit said, draw a few of these cards. Which I don't know if you guys saw. I posted a link on my channel. You can purchase my beloved deck now. I have my virtual shop up. So the link for that will be in the description box down below. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Starseed card, so I was like, it's part of your life purpose. Yeah, all these towers that you were going through, like I said, third dimension. Yeah, that Ace of Pentacles, like bounding. I feel like in the past, your relationships were very kind of either material based, like just because you wanted to be with each other, or because like that's the way it's supposed to be, or they might have been like just mostly just physical. They just weren't like on that deep spiritual connection level like you wanted them to be, right? Yeah, and that's because, again, of this inner child healing work that you just needed to do, boo. Right? Go to your quiet place, find yourself there, start anew, forgive and nurture yourself, right? Transmute any fear or doubt into eternal love. That's what we're talking about, right? The fear that you'll be abandoned, the fear that you'll, you know, yeah. Ooh, they're showing me a lot of personal things, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Empath, yeah. So I definitely feel like you can feel others' emotions, stay positive, and release any feelings that aren't yours. So I definitely feel, like I said earlier, right? How I definitely was talking about how you might have seen this, you know, this kind of relationship play out again and again in your friends and your family, you know, and their feelings for a long time have been your feelings, because that, you know, when we see the adults in our lives, we just think, oh, that is the world. That's the way the world works, right? And then it takes us a while to develop our own feelings and say, no, you know, I can think something different. The new moon, the ending and the beginning of a new cycle, right? Yeah. Use this time to recharge and ground. I definitely feel like that's what's been happening for you guys. Meditation just fell on the floor. So some of you guys might have need to meditate. Exactly. You guys want to bring in those fifth dimensional energies, right? Just like quiet your mind more. Yeah. Travel inward. Yes. Because you are the student here. You were sent here, right, on this mission to heal yourself, right? To learn this energy, to learn from these experiences that you've had, right? Yeah, it's actually really been a divine blessing, right? And I know sometimes it can be triggering to have, for to be like, excuse me, what? Why was my trauma that I experienced a divine blessing? Because it taught you a lesson, right? Because it taught you a lesson. Because it taught you exactly the lesson that you signed up for, exactly the lesson that you needed to receive, right? Gifts comes in all shapes and sizes. The divine works in mysterious ways, right? Honesty, okay? Be honest with yourself, okay? This path requires radical honesty, right? Turn inward and listen to your soul's truth, right? Yeah, like I said, it's part of your life's purpose. Magician, you are connected to elemental magic. Manifest the reality that you seek. Exactly. Your thoughts manifest the reality, right? Whatever you think is what your life is gonna be. Is what your reality is gonna be. And for some of you, this was so deep, like, it's very subconscious beliefs. Yeah, it was part of your soul contract. Look, these towers that you were having, right? It's all part of your soul contract. And all these people in your past, you had a soul contract with them to come into this life for them to teach you this lesson. New beginning, so that you could have a new beginning. And that includes, right, your parents and the other people in your life. They had soul contracts and lessons that they need to learn from their situation, and you had a soul contract to learn from the situation that they put you in as well, to learn, to get given, this so you could do this here, healing inner child work, and you could rise above it and pass something else on and be like, no, I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like that for me, and I don't want it to be like that for future generations in my family. Exactly. Fifth dimension, right? You're bringing that higher self down here. Higher self union. Yes. So that's what this tower was for. Hello? That's what this inner work was for. Was to find that truth. What's the truth? Right? All these were soul contracts. Forgiving, learning, being the self-honesty with yourself, accepting the divine blessings that the divine has for you, right? And they might have, it might have been hard to get this, but divine blessings, they come with these lessons, right? So that you can get this, right? So that you can break yourself from any kind of codependency, so that you could break yourself from the thought process that these limiting beliefs that you were taught, the way that you were raised, right? And have a dawn of a new day for you. Judgment. Projection. Yeah, I feel like you might have projected a lot of energy onto these people, a lot of blame energy. But when we really start digging down, it's easy to project our issues onto other people, or to blame other people. Like, well, it's because my parents were this and they were that. Like, yes, they were, right? But they're souls on their own cycle, having to fight their own karmic battles, right? And that's not an excuse, and it's not a justification. It's just a reality. So learn how to release the past and move on. And I'm not saying that it's easy, but I am saying it's part of the reason why you're here, right? Is to release this so you could receive the blessing of this, right? And for a lot of you, you ran away from this a lot, right? But true love is coming into your life, right? You had to learn the definition of how to truly love yourself and how to have true love and forgiveness for a lot of people around you, right? Because that anger sitting on your chest towards your parents, or towards your family, or towards other people in your life, right? Grudges that we hold, that energy blocks our heart chakra and stops us from being able to really bring that true love into our life, right? Yes. Healing from a karmic cycle, right? This was protection, right? So that you could learn the truth. This was a blessing. So that you could know, nah, I know what I don't want. Like I said, this was 100% part of your life purpose. And I feel like it will be part of your future in a way that you'll either teach other people this, or you'll at least teach your children, or teach, or just be that shining light for other people to choose to break out of those ways. Like, hey, you know, you know. Okay, spirit. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay. Really? What else? They said I need to get that one. They said that one you can get off the floor. This shirt is giving me so much issues. Union. It's been what's keeping this union. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right? It's what's kept you in this runner energy. It's what's kept you in this codependent energy. Right? True love. That's the lesson. That's the divine blessing that you're going to really be receiving with your soul tribe at that. Right? Members of your soul tribe learning this true love, getting these blessings. You had to learn this lesson so you could receive this blessing. And this lesson was a blessing. Right? And then afterwards, the blessings keep coming. All right? It's okay. It took you as long as it took you. It's fine. But you're here. You're learning the truth. You're learning it, right? And you're drawing in these soul tribe members as you do it. People that you'll have like this really close psychic connection with, right? You're manifestation, right? With all this work that you're doing for yourself. Yeah. Kundalini awakening. I really feel like spirit is showing with this in the, yeah, part of your dreams, part of this like chasing down this north node energy is going to be you going through this Kundalini awakening and you facing down your dreams or facing down things that hold you back from your dreams, from pursuing your dreams, from pursuing your passions. Also think actually like in your dream state, you're also will be dreaming about people along the way that you'll be meeting along the way. But yeah, also as your Kundalini awakening happens, you're going to be really, the word's not forced, but it's kind of like as this awakening is happening, you're just going to be like, yeah, I'm chasing down my dreams. I'm doing this, you know. I'm chasing down my life's purpose. I'm doing this. Yeah, going from that pupil to that master energy, right? Beautiful. What else you want to talk about, spirit? I saw Chaser in the Having Healthy Boundaries card. Separation. I need some space to myself. Please be patient, understanding this isn't about you, it's about me. I really feel like you're just going to separate, right? You're just separating away from this, right? From this codependent energy. Like breaking these you know, soul ties and psychic connections and things like that with people who don't serve you anymore, right? With that empath energy, right? Yeah. I really also feel like it was part of your life purpose, right? Yeah, forgive them, Spirit is saying, right? Forgive them because you needed to do this shadow work, right? To learn how to have, from this karmic cycle, okay? To learn how to have, I saw healthy boundaries, but I lost it when I picked it up. Healthy boundaries was sticking up the top, right? Forgive these people because they really were lessons teaching you how to have these healthy boundaries, right? They were karmic cycles teaching you, yeah, this is all shadow work. It's all part of your life purpose. It's all part of the grand plan, right? Have understanding and purpose. Like, it's so magical when you get to that point in your journey where you're like, like you step back and really look at the bigger picture. You're like, I see it. Like, I see the purpose of a lot of things. I see why this happened. I see why I was in a relationship with this person, or why this happened in my particular parental situation, or why this happened so that I could see this, so I could learn this lesson, so that, you know, in the future I could, you know, or why this relationship didn't work out, or why this person treated me the way they did because of this and this, and you know, and I needed to learn this and this from that situation, and now I see it working in my favor in the future because I was in that relationship, or that toxic karmic relationship with that person, or I got put in that situation. I learned how to not do that, how to not get triggered in that way, or how to I learned that I did not want this, which will stop me from being in those relationships again in the future, right? Or I will be able to really recognize when I have like a good thing. I will be able to recognize it, and I won't pick it apart, and I won't analyze it to death, and I won't actually cause problems where there is none, right? The illusions are falling away out of your life, right? And as they do that, you are learning really forgiveness. It becomes, it's not easy, but it becomes, you really start seeing how holding on to that anger and pain will only weigh you down as sin, right? Because sometimes a part of your journey, you're like, I hate that I'm so compassionate, or I hate that I have that empathy, that I take on other people's emotions like that, right? You had to learn how to have those healthy boundaries where there's nothing wrong with being able to really tap in and feel other people's emotions. It's just where you have to learn how to not take those on and embody those as your own, right? Forgiveness is the key to this true love, right? To the real thing. Learning how to have that true unconditional love for yourself, right? Unconditional love. Right? And you had to get this healing. You had to get this healing. You had to learn how to surrender to this divine plan to get this healing, this hope, this energy, this enlightenment about unconditional love. It's all part of it's like that God's plan. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Unconditional love. It's a brilliant and it's a freeing experience when you really start stepping back and being able to see and to not demonize so many people in your past that were like karmic issues, and to really kind of just be like, look, like they did this to really help you, right? And I'm not saying, oh, just bow down and be grateful for these people. Like, no. But it is nice when you start seeing like, oh, okay, yeah. Doesn't mean it doesn't sting and hurt, because people do that shit in shiesty ways. You're like, damn, you stuck the blade in and twisted that hoe. So I don't particularly like you, but I see what I was supposed to be learning from you, right? But I don't hate you. I don't wish you ill will, but damn, it do be like that. Oh, but uh, take this chance. Spirit said, yeah, personal issue reaches resolution, right? And you're releasing the negativity of this, and doing that really is bringing, right? Is bringing a new start, right? A new start is coming. Stepping back and seeing things for a bigger picture, it makes you realize, right? Adjustments were required in this situation, right? Yeah. You had to learn about how to keep yourself safe, how to learn like you're safe in love. It's safe for you to love, right? It's okay, right? Your dreams need a practical plan, right? You need to put that practical work in, right? You're learning the lessons, now put it into practice, right? Because these dreams that you have, this dream of having this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups energy, it's real. It's out there. You just have to put the lessons that you've learned into practical use, into work, right? Be bold, make the first move. Step out of your comfort zone, right? This is all a part of your North Node energy. It's all a part of your life purpose. It's all a part of why you were here. Just in the past, your commitment to this purpose was being tested by these other people, try to test you, try to throw you off, try to make you turn cold-blooded, right? Cold-hearted. They want you to be like them, right? You had to learn how to get out of that. Yeah, I really feel like this was the issue with this Cancer card keeps coming out. I really feel like it was the issue with your family, for real. Yeah, part of a karmic past. Don't let your past hold you back, right? Don't let how that aunt or that mom that got burned make you feel like all men are shit. Don't make your next pay for the mistakes of your ex, right? And I know it can be easy to do things like that, right? But step back, baby, and look at the bigger picture, okay? Step back and look at the bigger picture. Yeah. Yeah, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let that shit you went through in your past. Don't let other people's past, right? Other people's reality don't have to become yours, right? So what? That one friend that's in a relationship that she doesn't like, that's their choice. They made their choices. It doesn't have to be your choice. Their choices don't have to be your choice. Their thought process about love and about people and about what's out there doesn't have to be yours. Social media, TikTok, oh my gosh. My friends were talking about this with me the other day. They get on TikTok and they talk about how they just see like video after video after video of all of these women out there complaining. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to invalidate their experience, right? But they're complaining and complaining, and they're just like, yeah, all men are shit. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, y'all are like married in relationships, like what? You know, like don't let it get you riled up and make you think, oh, it's dead. The dating scene is dead. The chivalry is dead. All these people out there, don't have these red pill, blue pill communities for the street communities. You know, oh, take Mike, you know, take mics away from men and all kind of stuff. Don't let social media, your friends, your family, things like that make you believe that that real love is dead, because that's why you're here, is for you to learn. All these people saying that shit don't fucking matter. They want to subscribe to that, they can subscribe to that. You find your person, get with them, and love the shit out of them. Right? Period. You don't need social media's permission, your parents' permission, or anybody else to choose to be happy and to choose to be with that person you know you want to be with. You don't got to take on that shit. You don't have to take that on. Their pain, their struggle, their trauma does not have to be your trauma, right? And forgive them. Move on and forgive them. Because they're just struggling on a cycle just like you used to be, right? Just like you currently are trying to struggle out of it right now. Right? Look, but this is, okay? Luck is on your side. That real love is out there for you. Trust that, right? Work through your fears. Don't let these people, don't let these articles out there, oh, the dating scene is bullshit. It's all, you know, adjustments are required in your mentality, right? Be careful what energy you give what you give your energy to. Believe in the impossible, right? It's not impossible to find a good, honest, healthy relationship. That's not a dream. That's not a fairy tale, right? Surrender to the divine. Because it's part of the plan for you. Okay? Confidence is key to your success. Confidence is key. You got to know that you're going to have a banging ass relationship to get that banging ass relationship. It can't be like, yeah, but then you're also like, yeah, all men are shit though. How's that going to equal up? Because those men out there who aren't shit, they're going to be repelled by that energy. Those men out there who are out there doing their thing, who are out there, who are out there striving and living and learning and growing and doing that, you got the energy of men ain't shit. Well, they're going to be like, well, why the hell would I go over there with you? Right? Because don't matter how good I am, you're going to always see me as something negative. So why? Don't let your unhappily married friends or your single friends or that person that got hurt, that, you know, and I'm not trying to invalidate their experience, but I'm just saying that doesn't have to be you. You don't have to be that way, right? And don't let them tell you you're naive. Don't let them tell you, you know, oh, you're just a hopeless romantic, you know, whatever. Being in a relationship is about compromise. Yeah. But people hear stuff like that and they compromise on like their core values. They compromise on being with somebody who doesn't make them happy. They compromise with relationships, right? Relationships are about compromises, but don't let people who make karmic compromises convince you, right, that you should make those same karmic compromises, right? Now, I'm not saying that, you know, your standards should be like unreachable by any person, right? Because nobody's perfect and neither are you. Your dreams need a practical plan. You got to stay practical about this, right? But the answers you need are coming. Yeah. The end of a tough cycle approaches like they just, yeah, keep, you know, confidence. Stay confident and know, right? Communication is key. Yeah. How you talk to yourself and how you talk to other people is key. Don't let all these people out there that are all these, the the internet can be a wonderful place. It's a wonderful accomplishment of the human race, but sometimes social media, Twitter, all that shit, all it just, an unfortunate part of the human race is that toxicity gets clicks, it gets views. So algorithms automatically push more drama, right? And it will have you feeling like, oh my God, drama is everywhere, when it's not really. It's not, it's, there are plenty of people out there. It's just unfortunately the people that are out there preaching about how they're in loving, beautiful, wonderful relationships, how they're healing, don't get pushed as much by the algorithm because it doesn't get as much clicks. I see that on my channel. When I talk about healing and moving on and being, and loving yourself and all of that, it doesn't even get half the clicks of oh, a person, you got a stalker, or oh, you got a person who a karmic is being, is being dramatic and is causing all this issues. Those get way more clicks and way more views. People say they want peace, but then they feed into drama more. Like it happens all the time in our society. Like people saying, oh, the makeup community is toxic. No, just the people that get the most views happen to be toxic, because we all want to watch a train wreck. There's a reason traffic slows down, so people can rubberneck and look in an accident, because it's just something about it draws you. You want to look at it, and it makes you feel better about yourself. You watch somebody else going through some drama, you're like, oh my God, glad that's not me. Right? And that's the thing about it. Like, the algorithms are literally built, or like the algorithms like about on TikTok. Like, that's what I told her. I'm like, be careful though, because I'm sure that there are millions of TikToks out there about people, like I said, who are making content about how they love relationships and how you should respect men and how you should respect women, but commentary and channels and people, it's not as fun to talk about those as it is to talk about all those people out there that that are all the dramatic people who are talking about how you should take advantage of women, or all these people that are like, you should put some respect on my name, period. Like, it doesn't get as much view. Somebody sitting there going, no, there are men out there who really love you and who respect. Yeah, I get it. Okay, let's talk about the bullshit. And it is a kind of a shame that, in a way, social media is literally set up that way, but that is really more of a reflection on on humans, right? And it's not something to like down us on, like, oh, all we are is about drama, so we're terrible people. Like, no, there's just a lot of people out there who would rather get their ego stroked than they would talk about enlightenment, that they would talk about the good and positive things. But there are so many people out there too. Curiosity. People are curious about train wrecks, about terrible, horrible things. Like, it just is. It's just a part of the human nature. It's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. So, I just went off on a whole ass tangent. I don't even know how that related to what I was talking about to begin with, but, yeah, oh yes I do. Okay. Oh God. Right? Don't let other people convince you that this is a fantasy, or that it's a fairy tale, or that it's not real, or that, there's all these ways that you should compromise yourself, right? Because, like I said, people will make karmic compromises, moral compromises to themselves, and then tell you to do it so they feel better about them making that decision. Right? Because if you make the decision too, and other people are making the decision too, they don't have to hold themselves to task as heavy as they would if they are faced with you being like, nope, I'm in a good, positive relationship, and they're just like, okay. Because watch, maintain that, right? Get in that good, positive relationship. See how shit changes in your life. See how people that were your friend are as close to your friend as they used to be. And it's not about you. It's not necessarily about them being jealous about you, right? They are jealous, but it's more like they just want it for themselves. or it makes them feel guilty, or it makes them feel bad about not giving it to themselves, which is where forgiveness comes in. Forgive these people. Right? Move on from. I'm not saying that you got to be buddy with them, that you got to be like, oh, it's all good. Come back in my house, eat my food. Everything's all good. Sleep in my house. I'm just going to leave you alone with my man. I'm not saying that. Okay? I didn't say all that. Right? But somebody doesn't have to be actively in our lives for us to forgive them and move on and get over it, you know? Because the forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. It's not even about them. It's about you. Because when we forgive and let go of that anger and let go of that rage and let go of all the fear and all the pain and the negativity that all that energy brings to us, right? It makes more room for more love. And when a lot of you face this, you know, and just the act of facing it, just the act of being honest with yourself, just the act of being like, yeah, no, I do need to face this. Acknowledging it is a huge step. Waking enough to see it, backing up enough to see it is a huge step. And I really feel like the energy that's gaining momentum is you really doing some really good healing work, right? But part of the healing process is always going to be that you allow yourself to be in those happy, healthy relationships, right? It's not, I gotta go heal myself and then I'll go be in a relationship. Like, our healing work is never done. We keep healing, we keep experiencing things. So also don't hold yourself back and be like, oh, like a divine relationship or this blessing or this happy relationship will only come in once I heal myself. That's not true either, right? Sorry about that. So definitely, right? It's about you hearing the call, right? It's about you hearing that call. And it's so funny. It was actually my mom that called me too. Right? We were talking about that earlier. But it's about you making that choice, right? Making that choice, listening to the call, hearing that call to heal yourself, right? To wake up out of this slumber, to awaken, and to make these choices in your life, right? To choose love, to choose your healing. Right? To choose victory for yourself. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I know this ran really long today, but thanks too for all of the for all of this. So I know that I like play around with like the let's chats and stuff like that. I've been thinking about making a different channel where I just like talk about things like that. So let me know if you guys, I know we went on that whole tangent, but let me know if you guys would like to have like a Discord or something like that where we can just talk about those sort of type things. So let me know down in the comment section, or you're free to like, my contact information is down in the description box as well. If you just want to like open up those lines of communication to talk about those sort of type things or any of that stuff. Okay. Thank you so very much. Like I said before, if you guys are interested in purchasing any of the decks, the information for all the decks that I use on this channel are always in the bottom of the description box, as well as the link to buy my my beloved deck. Okay, I almost called it my blessings deck because I was looking at the divine blessings on the back. So okay, bless me. Thank you. If you guys are interested in that, like I said, bottom of the description box, like it if you like the content, okay? If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing, especially if you enjoyed it, okay? Or sharing it with somebody that you think the story might help. Thank you so much again for doing any of that or for just being here. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for going on this journey with me as always. If you feel called to any of my other videos, please go check those out. If you feel guided to donate or tip to the channel as well, many blessings, many thank yous onto you as well. The information for that is down in the description box. Okay, so I will see you lovelies later. Okay, thank you again. I hope this brought the love, light, and clarity that you were looking for, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.